gave a baby. Hi, baby. California Days here. We are in Brawley, California. We just came from Cleopatra, or whatever the hell it's called, California. And while we were at Cleopatra, California, this company decided to manipulate my logbook once again. So let me explain. Here is my log. In the middle, you got shift time, the 3 circles at the top. You got shift time. Right now, it is 5:14, Tuesday, June 10th. And back at 1 o'clock today, I was at Cleopatra getting loaded, and I took a picture of my log because I know they always stop the clock, freeze the clock, take an hour off. So instead of it being correct like you worked 4 hours into your shift, it only says 3. That's what happened today. So my shift time in the middle does not stop moving. Should not stop moving until the 14 hours is up. The drive time starts to stop when you drive. That's the circle to the right. The circle to the left is your cycle time. It's a 70-hour cycle. When that is almost up, you get recaps. That the hours get less and less and less until you are forced to take your 34-hour reset. That's like a day and a half. You can time yourself, do whatever. That never happens here either at this company. So today around 1 o'clock, I have pictures on my phone. I took a picture of this log, and I took a picture of the time at the top, and it shows you the date, shows you the day. So it was around 1 o'clock, and I had 4 hours and 11 minutes into my shift. And so they're always calling me. They just called me right now. You got a door? You got a door? And they asked me, did you check in? And I said, I'll let you know. So I go check in, and I come back, and I let them know, yeah, I checked in. And they text back, thanks for the update. And then another dispatcher calls me and says, oh, what's your trailer number? I said, I sent you guys my paper today. It has my trailer number on it. Why are you asking me for my trailer number? You guys have my trailer number. Then they lie to you. I didn't get it, or some bullshit. And I'm like, if you can't do your job, I don't think you should be working here. I said, you guys got a McDonald's or a Walmart? I said, I think you need to go get a job there. I just give them shit because they give me shit all the time. So around 1 o'clock, I was 3 hours and 24 minutes. No, I'm sorry, 4 hours and 11 minutes into my shift. I took a picture. Clear as day. I docked, and they said, oh, do you got a door? And I'm like, yeah, I got a door. So when I tell them I have a door, that's when they freeze your clock and they take an hour away. Which around 3 something, I took a picture of that. So now I have a picture of my clock being at, says that I only worked 3 hours into my shift, 3 hours and 24 minutes into my shift. And it's frozen. I notice it's not moving. So the time up here, the time at the top clicks by a couple minutes. So I take another picture to show that my clock is frozen because it should have moved. And not only it's frozen, they took an hour off my shift time. So that they think that makes me think, oh, or they can bitch at me that, oh, you got more time to drive, so they can push you. And this log right here doesn't have the chart that I had on the other truck before it broke down. It had the line chart. They can't manipulate the line chart. This one doesn't have the line chart, like the old school line chart. So anyways, I'm watching it, and I'm at 5 hours and 12 minutes into my shift when actually it should say 6 hours. So I called them out on it. I said, "What?" I said, "Why are you guys doing your magic?" I tell them they did their magic. I said, "You did your magic again. You froze my clock. You took an hour away, and then you want to bitch at me. You guys want to push me to get to the delivery on time because you manipulated the clock, making me think I have more hours when I don't." So I have to remember now that instead of 5 hours and 12 minutes, it says 5 hours and 12. Watch it freeze on us right here. It says 5 hours and 12 minutes. It should say 6 hours because I already have proof that they manipulated it. And I already sent this proof to the CHP DOT officer because I'm in contact with the CHP DOT officer. And I've been sending pictures and proof of every time they do this shit. Every time they do it. And they're just fucking themselves because they always fuck with me. They always want me to drive illegally, and they deny it. They deny it. But you know what? They got something coming, man. Okay, I'm still at 512 now. Did they freeze it? I'm at 512. It's 520. It's at 512. Did it change? Oh, 513. It's at 513 at 5:20 p.m. Watch them freeze it right here while I'm videoing. Wouldn't that be crazy? That I have proof on video. I have proof on YouTube that it's going to go viral that this company, Sander Express, manipulates the logs. And I call them out all the time on it. And they fucking show me. All right, motherfucker, I'll show you. Okay, we're at 5:14 at 5:21. So anyways, I should be at, like I said, at 6 hours because they already took an hour and they froze my shit. So that makes it more than an hour. Each minute that goes by when it's frozen is more time they're taking away from me. They're making it look like I haven't worked that long when I have. So then they can bitch and moan that, I'm the problem, which is fucked up because they're lying. It's false information. And they want to turn around and call me a liar. So, like I said, Michael is his name at the Fresno CHP office. He's the DOT officer, and I already sent those pictures of them manipulating my log earlier today. And it's clear as day. It's 3 pictures. It's one picture, says at 1 o'clock at the top, 4 hours and 11 minutes I worked in my shift. And then around 3:27, I remember, 3:27, I noticed, around 3:25, I noticed my shit was frozen. So I took a picture of it. It says 3:27 at the top, still says 3:24 at the bottom. And I'm like, man, I clocked in like, I clocked in. If it was 4 hours in, it was 1 o'clock. It was 12, 11, 10, 9. I clocked in at 9 o'clock this morning. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So I look back at the first picture I took. I'm like, see, they fucking took an hour away from my shit. 5:15, and I think because when they call you, do you let us know when you got a door? Let us know when you got a door. So when you get a door, when you go dock at a certain number, they don't give a shit about what door you're at. They're not documenting what door you at. I realize that's their signal to freeze your fucking clock. So I have evidence of today earlier, like I said, and I'm at another pickup. They're gonna fucking do it again, and I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it on film, and I'll make another video because right here you can see it says 5:16, 5 hours and 16 minutes. Supposedly I've been working. No, I've been working 6 hours and 16, maybe even more, probably 6.5 hours into my shift. So it says, but let's just go off of 5:16 at 5:24. Now watch, at 6:24, my clock's gonna still say 5. I bet, because when it gets to 6 o'clock at night, 6:30 at night, it should be an hour. It should be that center clock should say 6:17. Now watch them take another hour off, and it's going to still be at 5. So just mark my words and look at the time. Right there, it says 5:24, Tuesday, June 10th. It's 5:24 p.m. on a Tuesday evening, June 10th in Brawley, Texas. My shift time says 5:17. So, these guys are fucking idiots if they don't think a driver's gonna watch this shit and document it and send this shit to a DOT officer. 5:18, still rolling. See, they don't freeze it when you're waiting. They freeze it when you're docked. Because I'm waiting for a door right now, and there's a lot of trucks here, so I'm probably gonna be waiting for a while. And that's why they want to make fucking the impossible happen. They're in India. They're dispatching. They're trying to think they're doing a great job, but they're told to push and manipulate and harass. And I mean, sometimes in the morning they call me like 29 times straight. 29 times straight. That's why when I clock out, when I start my 10-hour reset, I turn my fucking phone off. I turn the volume off. I turn the text messaging volume down. Both of those go down. Right when you turn your volume all the way down, it turns the text down. So you're not bothered by your phone ringing, texts. They send you text after text. They call you. And now I'm just giving them shit. I'm just like, you guys don't know what trailer I have? When I just sent you paperwork from the pickup this morning, I said, you don't know how to do your job. I said, you guys don't communicate well. I said, you need to go work at McDonald's is what I tell them. You need to go find. I said, you guys have a McDonald's there? Do you guys have McDonald's? Hi, Mama. You finally came and joined us. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. So, yeah, I'm just chilling. We got to go to Dollar General later. Dollar General? You want to go to Dollar General? Walmart? You want to go Walmart, Mama? Walmart? You want to go say hi? Oh, somebody knows the word hi. Baby wants to go say hi. Hi. Say hi right now. Say hi right now. Hi. Hi. She followed Mama. She learned from Mama how to say hi to the people. I say hi to the people at the store. Oh, Mama likes the store. Mama likes the store. And watch this. Mama likes the dog park. You like the dog park? And the squirrels? And the lizards? Oh, I'm saying all her magic words. Lizard, Texas. You want to go see Debbie in Texas? Mama, you want to go to Texas? Oh, somebody else wants to go to Texas too. Texas too? Texas too? I love saying too to her. You want to go pee-pee too? You want to go pee-pee too? What the fuck? What the fuck? You're stepping all over me. These are my babies. They bring a lot of joy to my life. This job is driving me nuts. It's driving me crazy. I can't wait to sign my divorce settlement papers and get the fuck out of California. I have a job waiting for me in Texas. I just talked to Joe today. With the money that I'm getting from the equity of my house, my wife buying me out, I decided I'm going to buy a truck. Probably a Freightliner Cascadia. They got the new 5th generation Cascadia out, which is fucking awesome, man. Oh, it's so badass. It's so... The body's different, the aerodynamics are different. I mean, but that's probably like 200 grand, maybe more. I don't know. I didn't price it yet. But I'm thinking I could get a used truck instead of buying a house. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just work, stack my money. Don't touch that money. Because I'm getting like 80,000, 90,000, I think. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my DOT number, because I'm learning what I need to do. You got to get your DOT number, which is free. Then you got to get your MC number, which is like $300. Then you have to get insurance, which I just got a quote today from Progressive. And it's like a minimum liability. You got to get like $750,000 liability insurance. So with Progressive, it's going to cost me for 12 months, $5,000 down and $2,000 a month. Which, when I start working for myself and have stuff lined up and making money, I'll be able to afford all that. But I need to do it. I need to do stuff in steps. I need to buy the truck, so I have the truck. I get my numbers. Then, when I know I'm almost ready to go to work, I need to get loads lined up. I need to find out how to get loads, which you go to the load board, talk to brokers. I already talked to some brokers, pick their brain, and then you can start a relationship with them. Because as long as you got your DOT, MC, and insurance, you're good to go. And your truck, of course. You know, that's why I'm looking around. I'm looking around in Missouri. I'm looking around in Georgia. To buy a truck, and I think I want a Cascadia because it's plenty of room. I want it with an APU. An APU is that there's the controls to the APU, which I have the AC going right now with the engine off. Is this fan turned all the way up? Let me turn them all the way up. There we go. It's all the way on cool. I got my vents right here. I got 2 vents, which cool off the back. One down there, one up here, and then one right in between my chest freezer. There's one spitting out right there. There's air spitting out right there. So, yeah, I'm looking for an affordable truck, Freightliner Cascadia with an APU. Maybe 400,000 miles on it. Freightliners come with like 600,000 4-year or 600,000 mile warranty. So that'll get me going. Freightliners are the best truck on the market right now, and also the cheapest to fix. So if anything breaks down, so I already asked Joe, the guy I'm going to go to work for in Fort Worth, Texas. I said, if I get my own truck, can I work under your authority? He's like, yeah, sure. So I'll be able to make more money even before I go into business for myself after I buy a truck. So I could buy the truck and start making more money right away. And then save up my money. Then, okay, learn the game a little bit better. I want a reefer. I'm going to buy a reefer trailer. So then I have a truck and trailer, and I go off on my own. And I don't have to answer to fucking nobody. These guys have pushed me to the point where, like, everything I'm going through right now, and plus these motherfuckers, I'm like fucking going psycho, dude. Like, I'm so fucking frustrated, so pissed off. We're at 5:26, 5:34 at night, at 5:26 into my shift, which, like I said, is 6 hours and 26. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a truck, buy a Cascadia. I want a nice shiny blue one or a shiny purple one. Come with the APU top bunk like I have right here. It's got great lighting, like the light switches are right here, and then I can turn these lights off. There's a cargo light right there, and then there's another cargo light up here. Oh no, that's the dimmer light. There's those bright ass lights. It's got great lighting. Here's the bunk. Here's the bunk's ladder, and then the bunk is right above me. I use that for storage. Here's a little net where it holds stuff. I got all my dirty clothes right there I need to put in a bag. I got my clothes right there. Mama's backpack. With like canned foods, a bunch of shit there. I'm getting more organized each day. There's a TV. They all come with a TV stand, so you can put a flat screen. I got my microwave, all my storage. But Cascadias are nice. They got the inverter. What's fucked up is the owner was supposed to go halvers on this refrigerator with me. He agreed to go halvers because this was another driver's refrigerator he put in here because their refrigerators don't fucking work. They don't have any more working. They put 2 refrigerators in here trying to get them to work. They didn't fucking work. So then they had to put this one back in here. The guy's like, okay, he didn't want to sell it. He's like, okay, I'll sell it. I'm like, why the fuck do I have to buy it? And then I went and talked to Ravi, the owner, and I said, hey, let's go. He wants to sell for $75. Let's go halfers on it. What fucking happened? They took the whole $75 out of my check. And it should have been $37.50. But then on top of that, I had 3 receipts that added up to $20, which they only should have took $17 out of my fucking check. No, took the whole $75 out. One check before, they took $350 out because I didn't want to drive illegally. I was tired. I needed to pull over. By law, if you're tired, your handbook says you pull over and you rest so you don't kill nobody or yourself. That morning when I woke up, because I didn't want to go, that morning when I woke up in Midland, Texas, they sent 3 sheriffs to my truck to check on me, a welfare check. When they don't give a fuck about me, they were just mad because I didn't forward the load. And they said it cost them $750 late charge. And they said they took $350 and they paid the $400 to make them not look so fucking bad. These guys are a bunch of fucking crooks. I'm gonna expose them like I'm doing right now. And like I said, I already exposed them to the California Highway Patrol. They got two fresh emails today of I put in the subject line of my composed email that states e-log manipulation. How do you like that? So it says 5:31. Let's see if it clocks down. And I bitched at him. I keep bitching at him about fucking with my clock. I said, I see you guys froze it. I see you guys took an hour away from my shit. Stop fucking with my shit. That's probably why they're hesitant to do it again, but they're gonna do it again. I guarantee they're gonna do it again because that's what they're told to do by the fucking owner. $5:31, $5:32. Still clocking down. Still clocking down. And I only drove an hour and 50 minutes. Why? Because I had to drop a load this morning in Calexico. I had a pickup in Cleopatra. Then I have to pick up in Brawley. Of course I'm not going to be driving hella far when I have 3 fucking stops. And then they're going to say, oh, this day you only drove an hour and 50 minutes. Oh. Just to fucking make you look bad, man. Just to try to, and then it's not even in your control. It's like out of your control. And then when you tell them you're manipulating my fucking log, you're freezing it. I mean, go back to my one video when I fucking stood up to them in their office. Go back to that video. I'm exposing these motherfuckers. And you know what? Fucking, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Send your fucking Indian army after me. I don't give a fuck. You guys are fucking with drivers too much. You guys are messing with people's mental state, their license, their health, their mental health, their physical health, our license. I can't tell you how many times I got pulled into the scales, and go back to my videos, that you see the CHP grabbing this logbook, and then they push that little button at the bottom where it has the cop with the hat, and then they enter their little code, and then they can see everything. When you were driving, when you're not supposed to drive, which I don't do. And they're gonna catch you. They're gonna catch you. So keep fucking driving illegally, you dumb motherfuckers. Keep driving illegally and see what happens. See what happens to your license. See what happens to your career. And Samra, see what... hopefully you guys are gonna get fined up the ass, because that's all they're gonna do is fine them. I think they got put out of service a couple times. I think somebody commented on one of my videos like, you need to leave that company. It's like, I'm a SAP driver. I can't leave this company. I just had my 5th drug test. There's 6 drug tests in a year. Once I get my 6th step checked off, I'm free to go to different companies. I'm free to go to this company in Fort Worth right now. I'm just waiting for my settlement paperwork. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I was supposed to send a picture of my license and social security card today. Shit. I got to do that right now. It's almost impossible to find another job that will hire you as a SAP driver. No companies will hire SAP drivers because insurance reasons. And it's because I refused a drug test back in 2020. All the way back in 2020. Over 5 years ago. I thought my name would drop off the clearinghouse list, which it won't. It even stays on the list 5 years after you're done with the program. So after I'm done with, I think I got one more drug test. After I'm done with this program, I will be on the clearinghouse list for 5 more years, because that's how the government is fucking drivers, is putting so many drivers out of work. But right now, the driving, I guess the trucking is not paying so good. But you know what? I don't give a fuck if it's not paying so good. All these other motherfucking companies are making money. All these international people, the Russians, the Indians, they're making money. They're getting loads. They're fucking, so who gives a fuck if everybody keeps saying, oh, it's a bad time. It's a bad time. I don't give a fuck. I love truck driving. And if I can pay my bills doing what I love, I don't give a fuck if I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now. But in trucking, you're not going to live paycheck to paycheck. You're not going to do it. I mean, even in my situation, I'm getting paid 45 cents a mile. I'm still able to save money, put money in the bank. Like, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. So my plan is to buy a truck in the near future with the money that I'm getting, so I can invest into my own business. I'm going to start my own trucking business, and you guys are going to see it all unfold. I'm going to buy a sprint car. You guys are going to see me start racing sprint cars. I mean, that's the beauty of making videos. I'm documenting my life. I'm showing you guys how God is working in my life. I'm showing you guys the trials and the tribulations I'm going through. The life of a trucker. Not all truckers. Some truckers work for some decent companies, man. But just to let you know, there's black op companies out here. And I work for a black op company. And why? Because they take advantage of sap drivers. Oh yeah, we'll hire you. You're sap. Oh yeah, we'll hire you. But you gotta do what we say. You're never gonna do a good job with us. I never do. I run my ass off. Now they're punishing me because I'm not running the miles they want me to. Now they're having me sit and wait. And last paycheck I got 6,000 miles in 2 weeks. This paycheck, I'd say it's almost been 2 weeks since the first. I got like 2,000 miles. And I asked them today, I said, why are you punishing me? I need my miles. I need to make money. Why are you punishing me? I said, you guys are going to force me to put in my 2 weeks, which I'm already going to. But I said, you guys are going to force me. I said, you guys are going to force me to put in my 2 weeks. I'm not saying I'm putting in my 2 weeks now. I just had to let them know that. I'm not saying I'm putting in my 2 weeks now, but you guys are pushing me. You guys are pushing me. Like, I wish I could fucking quit right now. I wish those papers were ready so I could fucking sign on the dotted line and get the fuck out of Dodge and start working and keep paying my bills and start a new fucking life in Texas. Once again, this will be my 3rd time moving to Texas. So anyways, sorry for the profanity. Sorry for all my viewers that are younger or don't like profanity. I'm sorry, but I'm just so frustrated right now. I got they know I got dogs, but they won't even let me wipe my butt. They won't even let me go to the bathroom. I haven't even had lunch today. That's my fault because right now I can be eating, but it's like I'm so frustrated. I'm so like, I just want to lay down and rest. So let's see where we're at. Did they stop it? We're at 5:40. About 5:40 at 5:47 p.m. on Tuesday, June 10th. 5 hours and 40 minutes into my shift time. Which, like I said, it should be 6 hours or something because they already froze it and they already took an hour away from me. And I called it when it was frozen. I said, "Hey, why is my clock frozen?" Unfreeze it for me, please. Unfreeze it. Oh, what do you mean, brother? What do you mean, brother? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't know, brother. Playing fucking stupid. Yeah, 541. It's still rolling. See? I don't think they do it until you're docked. Anyways. So when I start driving, it starts. Right? Your time will start again. So that's how my clock started. That's when I started driving. But when I stop like this, and I have it on sleeper mode, because when you put it on sleeper mode, you're in the sleeper, which I am right now laying down. Your cycle stops. Your cycle time up here stops. And they're hard on me about using this time up, because they don't want you to use this time up too fast. When you're on duty, they want you to the sleeper. No, I'm waiting for a load, I'm on duty. Well, I mean, I'm only hurting myself too if I don't put it on sleeper and I'm using up my cycle time, my 70 hours. So anyways, I think I talked enough. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. You guys see what time it's at. 5:49 p.m. Tuesday, June 10th. My shift clock is at 5:42. Actuality, it's 6:42. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, because I just want you guys to understand that they already manipulated my e-log today, and they already took an hour away from my shift to give me more time to drive. Who gives a fuck if I'm tired? Who gives a fuck? Oh, you have more time because we manipulated it, when they're not going to tell you they did. But if you watch your shit, you got to watch your clock. Okay, I'm gonna cut this video off when this clock turns to 5:53 or 5:43. It's at 5:42 right now, because if I can get this clock freezing when I'm making a video, that's even better than a picture. 5:43. There it is. 5:43. All right, so it's not frozen. Get back to y'all. Look at the babies. Look at the baby, mama. I got the air on. I know it's hot. It's about 150 degrees down here in California. Brawley. Hi, baby. Baby Ava, you baby. Oh, here she comes. Oh, hi. 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 Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Give me kisses. Oh, give me kisses. Oh, I'll give you kisses. I'll give you kisses. Oh, she's such a cuddle bug. She's such a cuddle bug. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Kisses. 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 Okay, mama. Say bye, mama. Stop. Hey, you hit the phone. You knocked the phone down. She loves Papa. She loves Papa. She loves Papa. Mama. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama, baby. Mama. Look at those ears. Look at those ears. Say bye, Mama. Bye, Walmart.